Hello YouTube, Film Buffo 6 here. Just over a week ago, an iconic Family Guy character was tragically killed off in a recent episode. And I'm sure you know who that character is. Yes, the character's name was Brian Griffin. Now, and yes, I know what you all have been thinking. Yes, Brian was a great character. Yes, Brian was an important member of the Griffin family. Yes, Brian was beloved by hundreds and hundreds of Family Guy fans out there, and I know a lot of them have throughout last week signed online petitions to the writers to bring him back into the show. I can agree with most of all of this, but the only thing that I'm a bit that I'm not really enthusiastic about agreeing with is the idea of bringing Brian back to the show after the fact that he has been killed off, quite dramatically it has to be said, and he will be sorely missed. But who knows? Well, who knows? But anyway, the subject of this video is just going to be a review / rant on this film. Yes, Marley and Me, based on this best-selling book by this guy called John Grogan. This was released in 2008 and was directed by David Frankel, the guy who gave us the guy responsible for directing The Devil Wears Prada. And this also stars Owen Wilson. God, this is the second film that I'm ranting on which has this guy in it. And also Jennifer Aniston. I mean, yes, Jennifer Aniston, Rachel from Friends, yes. Now, I mean, throughout her career, she seems to regurgitate her Rachel character from Friends again and again and again in everything that she's in, every film that she's in, every crappy film that she's in, whether it be in this, in The Breakup with Vince Vaughn, or even in The Bounty Hunter with Gerard Butler, just to name a few. And Jen Aniston, if you're watching this video right now, I beg of you, please do something different with your career for once. Please, instead of signing up for more of these rubbish scripts that every single Hollywood writer nowadays just throws at you. And another one is Just Go With It with Adam Sandler. I do not like the guy anyway, but enough about him. Other names in this include Alan Arkin Oscar winner Alan Arkin, who's most recently been in Argo, with Ben Affleck, and he is totally wasted in this, as well as this young child actor named Nathan Gamble, who I remember played Commissioner Gordon's young son in The Dark Knight. Anyway, because I'm not bothering with describing the plot to this movie in my own words, I'm going to use the blurb to this movie. Now, Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson unleash heartwarming laughs as John and Jenny Grogan, a young couple contemplating the life-changing decision to have a baby. Then comes Marley, an adorable, rambunctious and very naughty Labrador pup who flunks obedience school, okay, and quickly turns the Grogan household into a disaster area. Oh, do they all? But with a heart as big as his appetite for trouble, Marley sees the Grogans through the ups and downs of life, including new jobs, new homes, and the never-ending challenges of a growing family. Ultimately, John and Jenny come to realise that the world's worst dog truly brings out the best in them. And that sums up the plot of this movie. What did I think of Marley and Me? Well, as you can tell from the depressed look I've got on my face, okay, I did not like this film in any way, shape or form. Words just cannot express how alternately bored and emotionally manipulated I was by this film. Bored in terms of me falling asleep quite a few times and checking and also looking at my digital timer every 10 or 20 minutes throughout the movie because even though this film is just under 2 hours, it just felt longer. It felt like purgatory. It felt like I was living in a prison cell for literally a whole month. And emotionally manipulated because, spoiler alert, everybody knows this, the dog dies in the end. And get ready for the hate mail. But I did not cry when the dog died. I mean, now let me hear me out. I'm not a cold-hearted bastard. I mean, I love dogs in general. I have two dogs at the moment in my home, and a third one who is long gone. May he rest in peace. I mean, they are intelligent. They are lovely. They are lovely creatures to get along with. They are very friendly, and they're absolutely wonderful creatures. And I get that it's and I'd personally hate to see a dog die. I personally hate to see a dog die. It'd be just as painful as it's just as painful as seeing a human die. but look, the way this death was handled was just wrong. It was too emotional, too sentimental, too mawkish, too over the top. It just got everything wrong. It was just so hard for me to get emotionally invested in what was going on during that scene. I mean Brian's recent death in Family Guy was more emotionally charged than the ending to this film, and it also brought a tear to my eye more. Well, a tear or two to my eye more. And another thing, I mean, this is the ending, right, that loads and loads of people, in their hundreds, in their thousands, in their billions, blubbed their hearts out over and thought about, you know, and ever remembered about crying at ever since this film came out. I don't get that. I really do not get that. I mean, I'm definitely not going to go into this film in any great detail. The script is drivelsomely written. David Frankel's direction is completely self-indulgent. The characters are not in the slightest bit interesting. The acting is blander than an ancient wooden door. The editing, the music, the cinematography, it's just nothing to write home about, to be quite honest. The only thing I will give this film credit for is this little dog here. I have to admit, the dog is really adorable. That's it. Just shows how much I really love dogs. Ever since I've got 2 pet dogs of my own. But anyway, this in my personal opinion, this is just a hugely overrated as hell movie. If you are fans of this film, be my guest. I'm just not stopping you. But otherwise, just please go and watch something else, okay? I mean, just go and watch, like, 101 Dalmatians or something. A better doggy movie that's more worth your time and more entertaining than this mawkish, sentimental tripe. And in conclusion, I have to give Marley and Me a rating of at least 1 out of 10, and that's just being a bit generous, and that's just being a bit generous. Just being a bit generous, because I really do hate this film. Brian Griffin, we will all miss you. May you rest in doggy heaven, in peace. Marley and Me, on the other hand, go to doggy hell. Now, feel free to comment below and let me know what you thought about this film. Please plus feel free to subscribe to my channel, sorry. And until my next video, which is going to be a review of the Wesley Snipes action film, Passenger 57. Yep, always bet on black. Do take care, everyone, and good night.